Good morning Year 4, and this is your literacy video for if you're with me during literacy when we are in school on Thursday the 11th of February. Now yesterday I explained to you that on a Wednesday, a Thursday and a Friday that we wouldn't be working out of these booklets. Instead we would be doing some writing and we'd complete it in the yellow book that has been sent home with you. Okay. And on our writing days, Year 4, we start by looking at some phonics. Okay. So yesterday I introduced you to a phonic family. Can anybody remember what that phonic family was? So what sound were we looking at? Okay, so it was the E sound. Okay, say that one for me. E. And I told you that there were 5 different ways of making an E sound. Can anybody remember any of those ways of making an E sound? Okay, so can we remember any? Let's have a little look. Let's see if you managed to get any correct at home. So we've got 5 different ways. We've got a, e, e, I, e, y, e. So we've got 5 different ways there. And I want you today to have a little think of some words that represent the E sound using these different ways. Okay, so I'm going to think of a word, and my first word is even. Which of our E sounds do you think we use for the word even? Okay, if you had a little think, you might want to write it down on some paper or a whiteboard if you've got one. Are we ready then? So it's even is our split digraph E. Well done if you got that correct at home. Okay, my next word then is happy. Which of these representations do we use for an E sound in happy? Okay, if you had a little think about what E sounds go at the end of words. Okay, so happy uses a Y at the end. Brilliant. My next word is beach. Beach. Which E sound is in the word beach? Brilliant. It's this one. So B, E, ch, beach. And then what about cookie? Which E sound is it in the word cookie? My favourite. Have a little think which one goes at the end of words sometimes, but sometimes in the middle. Okay, so cookie, k, oo, k, E is ear. Well done if you got that one. And then my next one is monkey. Monkey. Which E sound is in the word monkey? Brilliant. It's our last one. M, a, n, k, E. Monkey. But also, please remember that we can make our E sound with 2 R's, and that's the one that we see most often. Okay, so thinking about today's learning then. So yesterday I read you a story, and it was a story that you all knew. Can you remember what my story was? Okay, so it was The 3 Little Pigs. And we're going to have a quick recap of that story. So you might want to watch yesterday's video again to listen to me read it to you. And we're going to have a go at completing a story map. So here we've got a house, and that was where the three little pigs lived with their mum. And one day their mum said that they need to go and get their own houses. So the first little pig met a man carrying some straw. And he asked the man if he could have some straw. To do what with you for? What does he want to do with the straw? He wants to build a straw house, so I'm going to get my yellow pen. And I'm going to draw a big yellow house. Because yellow is the colour of straw. And then the second little pig, he met somebody carrying some sticks. And he asked the person carrying the sticks if he could have some. And what does he do with those sticks here for? He built his house from sticks. So I'm going to get a brown pen this time and draw my brown house made from sticks. Okay, fantastic. And then the third little pig met somebody carrying lots of bricks. And that's what he chose to build his house out of. And I'm going to choose a red colour to represent those bricks. And once our three little pigs have built their houses, they're very happy. A very unkind creature comes into our story, and it's the wolf. And what does the wolf do here for? So our three little pigs have got their houses. The first little pig's in a house made of straw. The second little pig is in a house made of sticks. And the third little pig is in a house made of bricks. And then the wolf comes along, and what does he do to the house made of straw? He blows it down, he huffs and he puffs. So there he is, huffing and puffing, and the straw house is no longer. And the little pig runs to the second pig's house. But they're not alone, are they, who arrives at the house made of sticks? It's the big bad wolf, and he again, he huffs and he puffs and he blows the house down. So the two little pigs then run as quick as they can to the last little pig's house. The house made of bricks. And the wolf huffs and he puffs, but the house doesn't fall down. And the wolf doesn't like this, so he climbs onto the roof and slides down the chimney into a big pot of hot soup. And he burns himself and runs away, and we never see the wolf again. And yesterday, year 4, we started to look at one character. Can anybody remember what our character was? Okay, let's see. So we started to look at the wolf. And we came up with some adjectives to describe our wolf, didn't we? So we described his fur as thick brown fur, or his eyes as round black eyes, sharp pointy teeth. And then you wrote those in some sentences for me. The wolf has thick brown fur. He has sharp pointy teeth. And you wrote those in your yellow book, didn't you? And what we're going to do today, year 4, is we're going to extend our sentences. And extend means make them bigger by using some conjunctions. And the two conjunctions that we're looking at today are and, your turn, and so. Okay, so we're going to make our sentences longer using the words and so. Okay, so I've got my work from yesterday. So here it is, there's my drawing of the wolf. And you will have some adjectives around these words. So by legs, you might have strong, short, strong, short legs. Okay, and then once you've done that, I asked you to write a sentence. And I've written a sentence here. Let's read it together, please. The wolf has dark, terrifying, terrifying eyes. So we should all now be at that point year 4. We've got our picture of the wolf. We've got some adjectives describing that wolf around it. And then we've got some sentences. And I asked you to write 5 sentences. And that's really important to help you with today's learning. Because for today's learning, we're going to use the work we did yesterday to make it even better. So, the conjunctions that we're using and the joining words are and so. So let's have a little go first of all to see if we can spot any conjunctions in my sentences. And if you see a conjunction and so, I want you to shout as loud as you can, stop, so that I stop reading. Even if you're at home, I still want to hear you shouting stop when we get to a conjunction. Are you ready? Okay, so I've written some sentences about the 3 little pigs, just so you've got your own chance of writing sentences about the wolf. The 3 little pigs have curly pink tails and short pointy ears. Did anybody shout stop when I read that sentence? Okay, you should have, because I've spotted a conjunction, and the conjunction is and. I've made my sentence longer by using and. The 3 little pigs have curly pink tails. I could have stopped it there, I could have put a full stop, and that could have been it, but I wanted to make it longer, so I added my conjunction and. The 3 little pigs have curly pink tails and short pointy ears. They have small round eyes, so they can spot the wolf from a distance. Did anyone manage to shout stop when I was reading that sentence? What conjunction did you spot year 4? Brilliant it was. So, I could have ended my sentence here. Just left it as they have small round eyes. But I didn't, I wanted to make it bigger. I told me why they've got small round eyes, and that's so that they can see the wolf coming from far and far away. So, what you're going to do today, year 4, is you're going to use one of your sentences from yesterday. You're going to copy it onto the next page in your yellow book. So you will have started yesterday here. You're going to turn over you're going to copy one of your sentences and then we're going to make it longer. So I've got one of my sentences from yesterday. The wolf has dark, terrifying eyes. Why does he have dark, terrifying eyes? Is it so that he can spot the little pigs when they're hiding, do you think? Yeah, okay, so let's have a go at that then. The wolf has terrifying eyes. So, he can spot the pigs that are hiding and full stop. And you'll see that I just used yesterday's work, so we'd already got half of it already done, and we've just made it longer. Okay, so let's have a go now using the conjunction and. The wolf has sharp, pointy teeth. And what's that conjunction that we need to use here for? So that's one of the sentences that I wrote yesterday. The wolf has sharp, pointy teeth. And well done. So we're using our conjunctions. And what else does he have here for? What else can we see on this wolf? The wolf has sharp, pointy teeth. And what's he got on the end of his paws? He's got claws, hasn't he? The wolf has sharp, pointy teeth and long, dangerous claws. And what goes at the end here for? A full stop. Now, once you've written at least 4 sentences, I'm going to say for today, I want you then to check it using my sentence checker. So, capital letter. Has my first sentence got a capital letter right at the start? It has, so let's give it a tick. Have I used finger spaces? Let's have a look. Is there a space between each word? Yeah, brilliant. I can give that one a tick as well. Then we've got a comma, and remember our comma goes in between 2 describing words. So can you see any commas? I've spotted one here, so I can give myself a tick. Did I finish my sentence with a full stop? Let's look right at the end. Yep, perfect. Have I checked it makes sense? Let's just do that once more. Okay, so the wolf has dark, terrifying eyes. So he can spot the pigs that are hiding. So does that sentence make sense? Yes, it does. Brilliant. So we can tick that off. And then I already know that I used my conjunction so. And I want you to go through this process for each one of your sentences year 4. And just to end today's lesson then, let's roll our dice and see what question we're going to answer today. Okay, number 4, and it says, what punctuation have you included? Okay, so remember, punctuation is something that's in our writing. We might see it at the start of a sentence, in the middle of a sentence, and definitely at the end of a sentence. Don't forget to take a picture of the work in your yellow book and send it to the Year 4 email address.